She's one of the young guns, born in 2001, and fights out of Berlin, Germany. Chantel Cameron, super featherweight, lightweight, light welterweight. You pick the division. She is ready for a fight, and she's pretty darn good. A multi-weight world title holder.
This is going to be an intense stare before the fight starts.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Berlin, Germany, Sophie Alish. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing from Northampton, England, a multi-weight division world champion, here is El Capo, Chantel Cameron.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. That punch scores. Down goes Eilish. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
A shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
She got clipped by that counter. This is a high-octane battle. Pretty good start the first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the fans...
And down goes El Capo. What a massive shot there. Down she goes. Let's see it again one more time.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be...
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. One round, 2 knockdowns, each by a different fighter.
And they were heavy knockdowns too.
Still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab. And don't... Come on, focus. You just need to recenter. That was a bad round. Doesn't matter. Work. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking out there for pass. You're already on the level ground. Just get ahead again. Okay? It's just focus.
Absolutely shattered. She's hurt. She's ready to go. But you've got to be smart. Otherwise, she'll see it and she'll ride it out.
And there's the bell for round 2. How do you score the last round, Johnny, as both of these fighters went to the canvas?
2 knockdowns in the same round.
Whoa, Johnny! Oh, and what a heavy shot that was, and Cameron in real trouble here. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What you do is you step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Missing with the left there. They block the hook. Well done with that counter shot. Straight to the body, textbook work. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That is illegal. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Sophie in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Very up and...
Okay, you're switching off now. I can see you switching off, right? You've got this.
I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking out here for one shot at a time.
Better boxer. Just get back out there with focus. You're better than this. I've seen...
The bell rings and we start the third. The last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. They exchange punches. Both of these women have been headhunting. Not a lot of body work being shown. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. They need to be careful and punch themselves out here. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job. Hold her right there. Eilish just took a big shot. She's in trouble. Down goes Sophie. She took a massive shot to the head there and is down. Let's see it again.
I need to see that again.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Final 10 seconds here, and it's been a good round for her for sure. Talk about Sophie in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Nice round, great round. That was amazing. Okay, all we need to do now is refocus.
Put it back on her this round. Don't worry about that round.
All we need to do is add a bit of variation, and she won't have a clue what's going on. Stay one step ahead.
It was a bad round, but we don't care. Get out there and win this next round. Now you let her back into the fight that round. That's her round. I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round.
Get her in the corner, beat her. That's where we're going to win.
Back at it in round 4. You can see the look of frustration in the corner. She was so confident heading into this fight, but that last round seemed to knock it out of her. She's got to figure out a way to turn the momentum around.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. And this is a game changer. Cameron may be ready to go. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Nice straight. Done with that counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
You want to do good work. Just keep her on the...
As soon as you start doing your thing, you're going to win. You're better than this.
Shots in there, vary up a little bit so she can't figure you out. Great work. Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking out here for one shot at a time. Set her up, but you'll take her out.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We've done it.
On to the fifth we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nobody home with that hook. Time counter shot. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive. But wait a minute! Sophie Eilish is dazed! Appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
A lot of effort being exerted here. Good looking right hook, but that was blocked. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
This is when you talk about championship material.
But you'll take her out. She is...
Come on, once you get back out there, do your jabs, do your boxing, and you will win. You are.
Let's start the sixth. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Ooh, Chantel Cameron just got rocked. much better game plan here.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
She scores with that counter. Eilish is big shot, and Eilish is on the canvas. It must have been a powerful blow to the body that made her knees crumble like that. Let's see it in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took her out.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to fight?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Well, she's got the advantage halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
They block the hook. We enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Come on, breathe. You've done all your work all the way through.
Great round, great round. Now relax, relax. She's flustered.
You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off.
And there's the bell for round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Her stamina is off the charts. She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The jab can't find a home. That uppercut's blocked. Incredible work rate. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
There's a lot on the line here.
But you're still landing your power shots. Good work.
Okay, now you're switching off, all right? I can see you switching off. Focus, center.
There's the bell to start round 8. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship round. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right,
Oh, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this! Sophie Eilish is dazed! No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there, they want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a time.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Eilish just took a big shot and she's in trouble. They somehow weathered the storm.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Eilish is hurt. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, you don't see it very often, but here it is. This fight ends in a draw.
A draw? Ooh, listen to that crowd. Nobody's happy with that. Why? Because the build-up was ridiculous, the things that were said were ridiculous, but these two fighters were evenly matched, and this is why we got a draw. One thing is for certain, they're going to do it all over again.